Welcome to Generation Isolation, a podcast where I interview people that intrigue me, getting to the grassroots of who they are and what drives them. I wanted to make an unfiltered show. The biggest downfall of my previous podcasts, I boxed it in. I didn't let the idea be free and I stuck to a very boring format. And so, with Generation Isolation, there is no upload schedule, no structure. I just want to make what I want to make. It's that simple. So without further ado, here's episode 1. Hi, welcome to episode 1 of Generation Isolation. I'm here with Kieran Birch, who is an influencer. Hello. So Kieran, you are, of course, an influencer. How do you sort of define that term? Because it's sort of quite a weird term. It's quite an umbrella term. How would you define that?
I don't know, because some people could think an influencer could be someone who would try and help people in certain ways, or like, let's just say, try to get people to do certain things, but I'm not like that in some ways. I just trying to like bring positivity to people's lives and spread positivity. Really, that's what I try to do as an influencer. Really.
Awesome. So how? Because we've known each other through school, and when you're in school, you're quite different to what you are now. Tell me about that journey and sort of how do you get your start from going 100%. From zero to being at this stage that you are now?
I say about. Let's say back in year 10, I say it all started really. Let's just say I wasn't the nicest of people. I was kind of class myself as being quite egotistic as such, and I didn't have much to back it up as such. It's one of those things really, you go through school and as you get older, you change your ways and do you know what I mean? Like,
what was the point where you decided to pursue this sort of path?
Well, believe it or not, I've actually got quite a bad fear of public speaking, so it's a bit weird in some ways. You wouldn't think I would be doing this, it's crazy, but yeah, like all I try to do is people who support me, like I'll always give it back to them, and through influencing, I think I can help people be more positive in their lives, and just sometimes just realizing the small things that will make your day, really. So.
That is a good policy to have. How do you go about spreading that sort of positivity? Because I've seen a lot of messages on your story, sort of be positive, and that. How else do you sort of go about spreading that positive message?
Yeah. So what I do is obviously I go on live sometimes and I talk to people about how they can change their ways of living and such. As you know, I'm only 18, and lots of my viewers are younger than me, so in some ways they could learn and kind of adapt.
Yeah, you've sort of got that mentor role on that live thing. You've sort of got that mentorship role, spreading advice.
Yeah, and obviously I want to preach to people I'm not perfect myself, but at least I'm trying at the end of the day. And, all I want to do is, help them to like go a certain way and try to avoid different routes.
How much influence do you think the sort of be positive messages have? Because I've seen many people sort of online argue the simple message of be positive isn't always the most concrete to make people change instantly.
On my lives, I always say be positive, do this, do that, and I always have messages back. Well, most of the time I have positive messages coming back saying, it means a lot for you to say that, which honestly that's what keeps me going. There's so much hate in our generation, I feel like, and I don't know why that is. We should really all help build each other up, not drag each other down.
That is a wonderful message to start spreading in this time of sort of isolation.
When I first doing it, I was really nervous. I was hardly talking on the camera. Some people were saying, "Oh, why are you doing this? It's maybe it's not the best thing for you." But in life, no matter what you're doing, you always gonna get you're gonna get criticism, whatever you do. So why not just go for something you love and just be happy what you do.
So you've got the view of loving yourself, loving your body, loving what you have, but also you've also got that view of motivating yourself to be better and stuff. How do you sort of mix those views together? Because they seem quite contradictory at some point.
The things with influencing, you just have to be careful of what goes out, and because you can get criticized whatever you say. Just focus on yourself and just focus on your own dreams. Take criticism and be like, oh, where could I change it in a good way, but not take it to heart.
You've really nailed it down there. You also, on your page, you've dabbled in sort of modelling. Does this have sort of place in your future? Is this something that just sort of is there to get the grind going?
Yeah. Well, I love fashion. I've always loved clothing, and Funny enough, my nan got me into that. It was quite funny. It's quite a funny story. She would always take me out shopping and stuff. Not my mum. She's not really good at that kind of stuff. But it's just quite funny. So some things you just realise are meant to happen. Like for you, recently I've seen like you've been doing quite a lot of stuff like filming and like honestly that looks amazing. Seriously, I wish I was there at the venue.
So how did your nan get you into fashion? What were you saying about that?
She used to always like buy me clothes and like I just love clothes for some reason. And it's just everyone likes their own things, and that's what I liked.
So you've gone from quite a quiet type to quite a being outspoken influencer. How much do you think you changed over the sort of past 2, maybe 3 years?
I mean, this is me being completely honest. I thought I was the best thing going. I thought I was this and that, but you know, I got humbled a lot.
Yeah.
I say, and maybe I don't know. I started to mature quite late, so.
Just coming to the final sort of questions now. You've talked on your page about starting a sort of YouTube channel. Was this always your goal when you started, or is it something that you've realised you wanted to do more recently?
I think back in year 9, obviously the things I was doing, I found them really fun. Like little like skit videos, I found them quite fun to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I kind of went away from that now. I've since then I felt like I got bullied, but the fact like they would just nickname me Nimrod Build as such. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I let it affect me. It's not a bad thing really because I was just messing around, but I'm quite a sensitive person to heart. So now I'm just trying to, obviously with my YouTube channel, hopefully I can make my own podcasts and try and get some local people who know what they're talking about, how to get into certain like industries and loads of career pathways outside just academics. It's unbelievable. Like you can have like there's so many opportunities out there in the world for you to like take. Like it could be anything. It could be influencing social media. And you don't even need like a qualification for social media. Do you know what I mean? If I know it sounds really silly, but if you love like being a bid man, be a bid man because you enjoy it and you love it. So do what you love to do. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. As long as you enjoy it, you'll be healthy. Your mind will be healthy, and you just want to get up every day and like you'll be motivated to do things. Set yourself goals and do this, that, and the other. So yeah.
Awesome. So the final question is sort of how will that YouTube content differ from what you post on Instagram with your motivational sort of speeches? How is the YouTube gonna differentiate itself from the main?
I think I'm going to make the YouTube channel more laid back as such, not as on top of you kind of preaching, saying like do this.
Yeah.
Which I never mean to be like on top of people.
Yeah.
I just, do you know what I mean? I'm not there to say you have to do this, you have to do that. I'm just literally giving advice at the end of the day from me. It might not work for some people, but at the end of the day, it works for me. So it could work for other people. So yeah, but on YouTube, I'm just going to take it more laid back maybe in the next few months so I can get up and running. Maybe do a bit of gaming, do a bit of, do you know what I mean? Just make people laugh at the end of the day because that's what people want. People just want entertainment at the end of the day, and I'm trying to live that to the best of my ability. So
a little bit of a distraction from what's going on in the world. That's all good. Awesome. That brings it all to a close. Thank you, Kieran. Do you want to plug anything? Okay. Where can we find you?
Just follow my Instagram, Kieran Birch 1. That's all for now. Like that's all to follow. Obviously, if you're on my Instagram, I'll let you know about my YouTube channel in the near future and stuff. So
keep us posted on that. There we are.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Awesome. And more episodes of this podcast will follow in the future with people like Kieran and with other sort of creative people as well. Thank you, Kieran, for coming on.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Take care anyway.